We all wish that we had a crystal ball, or even better, we could read people's minds, especially the opposite sex. At times, we may think we understand our significant other completely, even after several years. However, in many situations, we are still unsure or have no idea, and when things go south, the signals often follow. We only see what they want us to see. Many factors are involved, like past toxic relationships, health issues, self-esteem issues, bad upbringing, and more. A lot of what we learned about relationships came from watching our parents. God only knows they didn't have a book on parenting or relationships any more than we did. The number of elements to consider is so great that it's impossible to mention them all in the video. Having some understanding of psychology and/or the opposite sex is always a plus. From the start, it's like you're on this amazing vacation 24/7. You go out all the time, you party, dance, and basically live the dream. Eventually, the party ends and reality begins. You move in together, you parent together, you both work and share the daily stresses of love and the relationship. Cooking, planning, cleaning, working, jobs, careers, and on and on. Then there's family drama, kids drama, friends drama, health drama, and baggage that you both carry from previous relationships and experiences. We all have triggers and baggage from the past, most that we're not even aware of. Certain things that were said or done may set off the most subtle of a person. Ghosts from your past that you didn't even realize were there. All of a sudden it happens. You look at them as if they were the enemy, your adversary, not even knowing or understanding why. This is life. There's one secret I'll share at the end of the video. The secret to total happiness in a relationship I wish I knew then. Don't go anywhere just yet. I used to think that love, fidelity, and like interests were key elements of a relationship. I'm not going to say that they're not, although after going through my last heartbreak and losing my best friend, I realized that respect for each other was far more important than anything. If you don't respect each other, or if you don't feel respected, you basically don't have a relationship, in my opinion. You are constantly being tested and test each other without even realizing. You could have love, you could be in love, and you could have an amazing, passionate love life together. Although if you lose respect for each other, you're done. You start to sense and feel like you are just a huge disappointment to them. You begin to feel emasculated and defeated, and then you start to slowly implode. I've always been told, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. This isn't always the case in relationships. What I mean is, don't sit down and be silent for longer than it takes for you both to cool off and have an amicable conversation about what happened. I thought that absence would bring us closer. Time to ourselves. Time to think. This wasn't the case at all. It made my partner resent me even more, and they felt lost. Guys like to retreat and go into a cave. Women are often the opposite. How could two educated people lose communication together? Your best friend, the one that could always make you laugh until it hurt. Someone who could always make you smile no matter what, and tell your deepest and darkest secrets to. From experiencing deaths of family and friends to the happiest of days together. How could this happen? You may feel that it's best to avoid confrontation and drift along, although this is not the case at all. Life is hard. It's damn hard and unfair sometimes. Trying to keep the sanity within your relationship, sanity between your families and your children. All of this without wanting to overdose on drugs and alcohol may seem like an act of God sometimes. Trying to be all things to all people while unknowingly putting yourself last. So many memories that you share of laughter and tears. Everyone has ways of handling emotions. It can be difficult and frustrating when you feel like you are doing everything you can to show love and care for your partner, yet a negative comment is made inadvertently that causes them pain, and the damage is done. They shut you out. They write you off as if you didn't exist. Hung by the tongue. We've all said things out of anger, passion, sickness, or other reasons, consciously or subconsciously. We can't take them back. Is this the sum of the person? Can one statement sum up a life, a relationship, a history? It's been said to fully understand somebody, you have to go through the seasons with them. Many seasons. You look back at each conflict realizing they were all so petty and so correctable. If one or both people in a relationship are not willing to compromise, grow, learn, and share dreams together, the relationship is likely to fail. Successful relationships require both parties to be willing to work together, learn from each other, and make adjustments in order to grow and develop together. We never stay the same. We are either moving forward or backward. One of the biggest challenges in relationships is when one partner tries to change the other person, or when they themselves are being changed by their partner. Sometimes this works, a lot of times it doesn't. Most partners, if not all, will pretty much do anything for their significant other if the request comes from a place of love. Each partner needs respect and praise each day and shown that they are loved and appreciated. At any moment, I would have taken a bullet for my girl without hesitation. Your partner may have amazing success in one area of their life, but fail in others. This is really common. People will work around the clock for their religion, for their children, for their careers, for their health, and be the best at one area, but other areas will suffer. Life is a balancing act, and relationships are no different. Growing together as a couple and growing individually is the key. If you rely too much on your partner for your happiness, you will never be satisfied in your own life. You need to focus on being the best version of yourself on your own. Once you come together with your lover, you can be an amazing duo. Your job in the relationship is not to make your mate happy, or vice versa. We need to find happiness within ourselves, and then you come together as a beautiful union. Once the relationship defense wall comes up, or worse, never came down, you're blinded. A defense mechanism that's hard to understand or see. It's like a boxer in the ring. You stop seeing the big picture and only see what's in front of you. Your partner may be an amazing person and do everything for you, and always take care of the good, bad, and the ugly to make your life better. Although once their wall is up, consciously or subconsciously, it's sometimes impossible to remove. The heart closes. You become numb. Sometimes pushing your partner away is the only thing that makes us feel better, even if it's not what we really wanted, or what we felt in our heart was right. When one person has the keys to the relationship, it's a recipe for failure. You both need to be in charge. When you break up with someone, your relationship has failed. Regardless if it was your fault or the other person's fault. It didn't work. You both lost. Every relationship that you were in prior has ended. We can only learn from the past and be the best person going forward and remove resentment. Replace it with understanding, compromise, empathy, and love. If you don't both focus on your physical health in your relationship by minimizing toxic foods, drugs, and alcohol, you may be doomed as well. Life is tough enough without having our biochemistry a mess. Your well-being, your emotions, your love, your patience, all will be tested and broken for good. The key to a successful and fulfilling relationship is simple: compromise. Assuming cheating and physical abuse are not factors, a couple's ability to compromise is essential for their happiness. That's it. That's the magic word, compromise. Sounds so simple, doesn't it? When partners are unable or unwilling to compromise, the relationship is doomed to fail. However, if both partners are willing to listen and communicate from a place of love, a compromise can always be reached. Looking back on past disagreements, it's easy to see that a little compromise could have resolved any and all issues and prevented heartache. When you believe you've found your best friend and soulmate, the pain of losing that connection is unbearable. Having faith and turning to prayer can be a source of comfort and strength, so you're able to make it through another day.